Sis, have you been thinking about your book idea for a minute? Have you started writing, then stopped, picked it back up, then attempted to start again, but nothing comes to mind? Maybe it's time to get serious, get clear, get organized, and develop a simple writing plan that actually works for your lifestyle. Today, I'm calling out the frustration cycle of starting and stopping. Let's fix this so you can finally make progress with your book. Let's get it. Ready to write your first book and make an impact? Do you wish you could organize your book ideas without feeling overwhelmed and actually find the time to write and finish your book? Hey, I'm Donna Cherie, a book writing coach and author. Welcome to Book Writing Made Simple. Inside this podcast, I'll teach you how to get a clear vision for your book idea, get organized, keep it simple, and develop a writing plan so you can finally get your book out into the world. Grab a notebook and pen with your favorite cup of tea. Hey, welcome to Book Writing Made Simple. I'm your host, Donna Cherie, and I want to share a quick review with you before we jump into today's episode. It's from Heather. She said, "Clear inspiration. Donna is so encouraging and inspiring in the way she communicates. I enjoyed the practical steps and the clear way she calls out excuses and encourages you to press in to do what's on your heart. Highly recommend." Thanks so much, Heather, for recommending this show. And if you're listening, that's right, the aspiring author who is soaking up all this information for yourself so that you can finish writing your first book, I want you to go ahead and share this podcast with someone else that you know who's writing a book, who can really use this information. And as it's blessing your life, be sure to share it with someone else so that they can be blessed too. Here's the deal. You don't need another journal full of half-written thoughts or a random collection of Google Keep notes. You don't need that. The truth is, most aspiring authors aren't stuck because they don't have an English degree. They're stuck because they don't have a writing plan. You get excited, write a few pages, hit a wall, and quit again after you've already done this before. Then the guilt creeps in, the imposter syndrome returns, questioning yourself whether am I really good enough to write this book, and all of these doubts and fears and limiting beliefs come in, and the cycle just repeats over and over again. That's the frustration cycle. The excitement and the spark of creativity quickly become and causes overwhelm. And it causes you to lose focus or really get stuck because you haven't mapped out where your book is going. And this can often lead to disconnected chapters. It can lead to repeating ideas over and over again rather than actually getting to the point throughout your chapters. It can cause and create confusion or a scattered message to where things don't flow, and ultimately incomplete or abandoned drafts. And we don't want that. We want to get out of this frustration cycle of this starting and stopping so that we can actually write the book. And when you have a writing plan that clarifies your message, who you're writing to, and the journey you want to actually take your readers on, it becomes much easier to finish your book. Not just finishing for the sake of time, like saying that you did it, but with purpose and with urgency of hope for your readers, because you have an urgency and this zeal to really get the book out because you want to give your readers hope. And I'll tell you, I can still remember the peace that I felt after I completed my book vision plan. That's something, of course, that we talk about a lot here on the show, is about having your book vision plan and mapping that out. And when I did that for myself, I had so much peace on the inside, peace of mind, knowing that I had a roadmap and a plan for the book that I desired to write. I was able to answer my why I was writing the book, the purpose of my book, what I wanted to write about, who I was writing to, who the book was for, my target audience, which then led me to an outline after I had my book vision plan. And this really helped me to get organized, get clear, have a solid plan, and move forward with ease on my book writing journey. And you know that I totally want the same thing for you. So let's stop making this mistake and staying on this frustration cycle of starting and stopping and doing it over and over again to where we waste time, where we waste years, energy, creativity, and it and to stop stalling on the message that God intends for us to share with the world. So how can you fix this mistake of starting and stopping and ending the frustration cycle? Today I'm going to give you 4 things that you can begin doing differently today to help you stop this cycle of frustration. So make sure that you pull out your notebook and get your pen so that you can take some notes here today for what I want to share with you. All right, so let's dive in. The first thing is to make a commitment. Make a commitment to the book writing journey, not just a wish. So stop wishing that you write your book, but actually make a commitment and write the commitment down to yourself. Put it in your favorite journal, put it in your favorite notebook, and go back to it wherever you put your goals down. Write down a commitment to yourself about your book writing journey. Decide to finish the book, not someday, but now. Now, make that commitment, whether it's going to take you 3 months, 6 months, or a year. Make a commitment and not just a wish to actually write your book. And give yourself permission to write a rough draft without perfection. So don't worry about if you have the format. Don't worry about if you have certain things right now in the book. Just give yourself permission to write the first draft and just write and don't stop. Don't stop. Keep going. Keep writing. And this is another thing that I want you to do is keep your manuscript before you. So whether that's an image on your desktop, a picture of it on your phone screensaver, make sure that your manuscript, what you're writing, is visible so that you can see it daily and you won't skip over it. Because if it's not front of mind, then sometimes it goes to the back of mind. And how you keep your manuscript front of mind is by keeping it before you. So what is it that you look at every day? Do you look at a planner? Do you look at your computer? Of course, I know for sure you look at your phone. So take an image of your manuscript that you've already started writing, or if you already have your title, take a picture of it and put it on your phone screensaver so that you can keep it before you and stop wishing that you have a written book, but this will help you to make that commitment to keep writing your manuscript. The second tip that I want to give to you today that can help you in this frustration cycle is to set a consistent writing rhythm. Whether it's 30 minutes on Saturdays or 15 minutes before you go to work, or is it after you get home from work? When do you have the most energy? And when can you really set aside some time so that you can keep a consistent writing groove? Consistency builds momentum. So if you're not being consistent and you're staying on this cycle of starting and stopping, you won't have the momentum to really keep going and you won't be able to stay in that writing flow. So what writing rhythm can you commit to and do do consistently? And it doesn't have to be this huge block of time. And I tell you guys that often, like it doesn't have to be 2 to 4 hours every day or 3 times a week, but you need to commit to something to where you can be consistent with your writing habits so that it keeps you on track. All right. So number 2 is set a consistent writing rhythm or writing groove. I think I like writing groove better. So set your consistent writing groove. All right. The third tip is to get organized with a book roadmap. And your roadmap might look different from someone else's, and that's totally fine. And with a roadmap is what that is, it's a clear picture. It's a vision of where you desire for your book to go. It's being able to identify your why, who you're writing for, what do you hope to do with this book all of that good stuff. And of course, I'm here to help you if you do need a book roadmap, a book vision plan. I can help you create a solid book plan so that you can really learn and hone in on how to organize your book ideas so they make sense, so that you're focusing on one book at a time, because you might have many books inside of you, but we just need to focus on one at a time, to create a customized book vision plan that works for you, that works for your life, what it is you desire to write about, that keeps you on track. And then thirdly, overwhelm and start writing with confidence. So I'm definitely here if you'd like to create a solid book vision plan to really get going with the writing. So that's the third thing that you need to do, is get organized with a book roadmap. If you don't have a plan, if you don't have a map, if you don't have a GPS, how do you know where you're going? You don't. So it's really time to stop winging it. Stop winging this book writing journey, sis. Please stop winging it and commit, because this winging it is not working for you. I have to say that, like, winging it, it's not working for you. So go ahead and create a simple book roadmap that works for you. And you can even start by just creating a simple basic outline of your chapters so you have something to guide you. Even a simple bullet list is a great start for right now, for today. So take some time out, even after you listen to this episode, and create a simple bullet list of your outline of what your chapters are. And then number 4 is to make sure that you get support. What does support look like for you? As the saying goes, no man is an island, and it's okay to get support. It's okay to ask for help on your book writing journey. This is not something that you have to do by yourself. It's okay to get a coach. It's okay to have a writing buddy. And it's also okay to have a whole accountability system that will help you stay on track. Like, you really don't have to be on this book writing journey alone, and you can get the support that you need. So these are the 4 things that can help you fix this mistake of starting and stopping and in this frustration cycle that you've been on for so long. So number 1 is to make a commitment and not just a wish to actually writing your book. The second is to commit to a consistent writing groove where you can spend some time every single week or even every single day to focus on your book. The third is to get organized with a book roadmap, whether that's your outline or your vision plan. Get started with that. I'm happy to help you if you need help with that. And then, of course, get support, get that accountability to help you so that you can stay accountable to yourself and also to others who are waiting for your book to be written. So make sure that you implement at least one of these things today. Of course, go back and listen to the episode if you need to. And you can come on over to Book Writing Made Simple Writers Community on Facebook. That's filled with a community of women of faith who are desiring to write and publish their first book as well. You can come and join us. We'd love to have you at donnacherie.com/community, and I'll drop the link in the show notes as well. And that's donnacherie.com/community. I hope to see you there, sis, because now is the time for you to write your book. You don't need to delay for another 6 months or another year. Now is the time. God has put this assignment in your belly for you to birth it. And now is really the time to get your message out there, that message of hope that someone needs from you. So again, come on over to donnacherie.com/community where you can get some support. And I'm here for you. I'm cheering you on. And until next time, ciao. Thanks for tuning in. I hope today's episode inspired you to take that next step to write your book. Remember, small steps lead to big results. If this podcast has blessed you in some way, be sure to leave a written review on Apple Podcasts. Your support means the world to me, and it helps others to find the show. Also, be sure to pass on the inspiration by sharing this episode with a friend who could benefit from this message. God bless you, sis, and never, ever give up.